not the result you want in these first two games. What do you think about just the way y'all have come together early on with some of the new pieces and figuring out, how y'all want to play together?
It's been good. I think we're figuring it out. Stuff like that takes time, obviously, but I feel like we're playing, a lot more fight than we have in the past. So I think it's a step in the right direction.
And was it kind of a adjustment in this game versus the first game, just the way you were attacking and just wanting to be more aggressive on the offensive end?
Sort of. The biggest thing is just taking what defense gives me and continuing to try to make the right play. I think that's the biggest thing for me is just making the right play every time.
Trey said y'all play on more fight. What do you kind of attribute it to? What is it?
I just think our sense of urgency as a team, as players, as we've grown in our careers is just higher. And, I think that's what it attributes to.
Trey, what about the two rookies like down the stretch? What does that kind of say about them today? What did you trust them to close that game?
Phenomenal. I'm not going to say I'm shocked because I've seen it in practice. They are fearless. Obviously, we keep saying that because of his last name. But him and DQ, they played really big tonight, and their future is so bright. This is their second game, and they're contributing major minutes in a really tight game. So really happy for them and their development.
What does it say about DQ that he's doing it with 3 practices and one game under his belt to be able to kind of contribute? I mean, these fears at the preseason, he's kind of had some time to adjust, but DQ just hasn't had the same amount of time, but he's able to, kind of perform the way he did tonight.
I feel like that's just his overall scout. He's a gamer. He gets in the game and he just makes plays. And, he doesn't need much to, get going. He can also find guys. That's one thing that I've learned about him. He can really pass the ball really well. So he has a really bright future. And just trying to keep him, within the flow of offense, as well as, continue to be aggressive, and he's going to figure it out himself. But, I'm super proud of DQ.
Trey, can you talk about how just unique it is to have not just one, but 2 rookies that have such a feel for the game? One's 19, and the other one didn't even play any preseason games, but they're helping you guys contribute, almost helping you to win.
No, it's crazy. Like I said before, when I was 19, I was at Rice University, and I would not have been able to contribute to an NBA game. So major kudos to them. They're well beyond their years in that aspect. So, just they're going to keep building, keep contributing, and, the future's really bright.
What was it like watching Zion and the rest of you guys go up against Victor Wembanyama? Because he's been the talk of the NBA early so far.
I mean, it doesn't matter who we go against, we're going to go at them. So I think that's just our mentality as a team.
How do you feel about your personal performance in games?
Still trying to get rhythm back. I think the biggest thing for me is just focus on rebounding the ball at a high level and, making the right play. That's it.
How do you feel about growth, getting into rhythm with Jordan Poole?
I feel like me and him, we're communicating a lot on the court, so that's the biggest thing. Like if we're able to talk it out and figure out what we see on the court, that's what's important. And we're continuing to play off each other. Like, teams don't want to leave us. Teams are scared to death about us shooting the ball. So, we're using that to our advantage.
Sure. How do you feel about you guys playing largely small tonight, right? Derek might even be not considered a center.
He's not?
Give or take.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like I've said many times before, we have a lot of depth on our team, and we have a lot of different lines that we can throw out there. And so I just feel like the guys that we have out there, they're ready to compete at any time whenever their name is called. So that's what I could attribute to.
A few times tonight where the game slowed down, y'all were able to go to the 2-man game with you and Z. How much do you feel like over the years y'all have been to the point where y'all just feel comfortable just getting, good shots out of that?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is I've had to develop myself with the ball in my hand, playing off of Z and his gravity. I know teams don't really want him to score, and teams are going to go over on my screens. So I have to make plays for myself or my teammates and just, figure out the patterns. And, most teams guard very similarly. So it's all about just making the right read and doing it every time.
A loss is a loss, but are these losses encouraging or at least positive, given you've seen growth and they're fun either way?
I mean, we still lost it in the day. So I'm not going to say it's encouraging, but I will say that we are We're a different team. I can say we're a different team, but at the end of the day, we still have to finish games. We have to do better in third quarters, and we have to finish games.
How does it feel to be back out in front of those Vikings in the crowd?
I was going to mention that for sure. On the paper, it says sellout, and it definitely felt like a sellout. I was so just happy to be out there again. You know, it was my first game as Willie King since March 17th. So I'm just thankful to be out there again. Thankful that the fans showed up. They were loud. They gave us a lot of energy on the court, and wish we could have got a win for them, but we know there are many more coming.
Trey, what do you think is the difference now? You said you just have to finish games. You kept saying that. What do you think are those plays that you guys I don't know. What are those plays?
That goes down to execution, goes down to finishing defensive possessions with rebounds, goes to knowing what we have to do and the stretch and what we want to get to, what we want to accomplish, and we got to figure that out as a team.